Welcome to another video from RSK Smart. In this video, you're going to learn about different methods to exchange between stablecoins and cryptocurrencies and cross your RSK ecosystem stablecoins to other blockchains. We're going to cover bridges, swaps, atomic swaps, and using a stablecoin aggregator. So let's get started. Exchanging one stablecoin for another is useful for many reasons. For example, you can move your money between one blockchain and another to lower your transaction fees or to take advantage of a different DeFi protocol on another blockchain. Also, it allows you to move your money from one type of stablecoin to a different type of stablecoin because different stablecoins are optimized for different purposes and not all of them are suitable for every use case. There are different methods to exchange between stablecoins. Let's start with the first one, bridges. Blockchain bridges make different chains interoperable, helping them share and execute smart contract instructions, share resources back and forth, and transfer tokens. So you're no longer limited to the origin blockchain. Bridges provide various benefits to users. Users can leverage cross-chain transactions by transacting between platforms and different consensus mechanisms. Users can also easily shift from volatile currencies to stablecoins quickly using blockchain bridges. Bridges also allow hosting different assets on a dApp on a different blockchain. To understand bridges and their mechanisms in a better way, let's take a closer look at two different types of blockchain bridges. The first is a federated bridge, which is a centralized bridge allowing people to interact with the liquidity pool of a company, a dApp, or middleman for token transfer. For example, Ethereum RSK bridge allows you to move ERC20 tokens from one chain to another. You can send a token to the bridge and receive it on the other chain in the same address. Some of the stablecoins currently supported by this bridge are USDT, DAI, USDC, DOC, and RDOC. The second type is a trustless bridge, which is a decentralized bridge that removes the role of intermediaries or third parties. Trustless bridges do not use APIs to monitor the burning and minting of tokens. So instead, they use smart contracts to lock the current user's crypto and provide them with the same amount of tokens for the new network. For example, the Sovereign bridge is currently a federated bridge, and it's also working on a fully trustless solution. The second type is swaps. Swapping refers to exchanging a cryptocurrency that you already have into another one. Let's say you have some USDT, but you'd really prefer to have USDC instead. There are swap services that allow you to exchange your USDT and receive USDC of a roughly similar value. So how does this work? Well, most often, you're going to use an exchange to swap your crypto assets for the desired one. To get started, you'll need to create an account and provide your personal information. After this, you send your crypto to a platform and you start to make your swaps. Once you've made your swap, so let's say USDT to USDC, your newly received crypto is going to be received on the exchange's platform. So one thing to note is when you send your crypto to an exchange and a swap there, you're not in control of your funds. Instead, you're leaving your crypto assets in the hands of the exchange. This means you can be limited in what you do with your crypto by them and subject to counterparty risk. The good news is that there is another option called non-custodial exchange, and that does not keep your crypto on a custodial platform. So instead, you send one crypto and the exchange sends you another of your choice back to the address you've given them. This means you won't need to leave your crypto with a third party. One important thing to consider is the fees involved during this process. The total fees paid are the sum of the fees paid for both transactions, specifically fees when you send your crypto and fees that the service provider charges for the swap. Atomic swaps are a new tech that allows people to transfer coins or do trade with each other on blockchain or off blockchain without involving any exchanges or third parties. The transfers can only be wallet to wallet to make it simple and faster for people. Atomic swaps are completed only when both the buyer and the seller carry out the transaction exactly as they agreed to. Any discrepancy in fulfilling the conditions of the contract would result in no transaction occurring at all. And lastly, a stablecoin aggregator is a protocol that aggregates stablecoin liquidity from multiple issuers into one single token. This can include tokens from different chains. It's like a decentralized bank that has different branches on different chains accepting and distributing different stablecoins. In this way, it acts as a trustless stablecoin translation device for supported stablecoins across multiple networks. One example of this is Babelfish protocol, which runs on top of the RSK network. Babelfish aggregates multiple stablecoins into one single token, XUSD. XUSD is a USD-pegged stablecoin that acts as a decentralized aggregator and distributor of different stablecoins. XUSD can be exchanged and redeemed one-to-one with any of the underlying stablecoin tokens backing it using smart contracts. These convertible stablecoins at the time of the recording include RDoC, DAI, USDT, USDC, and BUSD. And that covers all the different types of swapping mechanisms for stablecoins. If you want to learn more about the RSK Smart Network, upcoming developments, and its ecosystem, please subscribe and turn on notifications.